Ready, Liz?
Ready?
Ready? Come on then. Dropped her. Come on! Come on, Liz. You're on a bike. Hello, welcome back. You join me on a Sunday evening run. I've just been out and done 30 miles on the TT bike. Now running with Liz in tow. Nothing special, just steady. Probably about 9-minute miling. Just a real easy run. I haven't really ran properly for weeks and weeks now. When I'm pulling my finger out, turn over a new leaf, I'm going to train for a triathlon, as I have got one in circa 9 weeks. Bike ride was okay. I averaged about 23.5 miles an hour. Normalised power about 280 something. So feeling good. Got 5 or 6 weeks more training. Then go to Mallorca for a week, and it's Outlaw Half Ironman. So hopefully be able to pull out some sort of performance there. Beautiful evening. It's a shame that in another day or two we're going to have another cold spurt, another beast from the east or whatever. Liz's first bike ride outside this year. How's it going, Liz?
Lovely.
Pace isn't too strong, is it? No. Okay. Beautiful. So I think tonight's run takes me up to about 4.5 hours of training in total this week. Not great, but hopefully I've got a plan for the next 6 weeks. I'll try and take you along with me. Hopefully try and get some bigger hours in, some more quality training. There's on the drop, so it must be serious now. Watch this space, eh? Just a bit of background on my running. So last year I got down to my best performances were about just over 20 minutes for 5k, 43 something for 10k. I think I ran a 1:11 10 miles, and then a 1:36 half marathon, all at various points during the year. And then towards the end of the year I picked up a bit of a foot injury, which wasn't really anything serious. I think I got it sorted within 8 weeks or so, but it just knocked me off of running. I got into winter, spent a lot more time on the turbo than I did running, and I haven't really picked it up again this year. So at the end of March I think I've only run about 75-80 miles in total this year. But I think I've got some residual fitness there, so I'm going to try and really pick it up in the next few weeks whilst trying to stay injury free, really get some quality miles in, because at the end of May I've got Outlaw Half Ironman Triathlon, which of course involves a half marathon run at the end. I don't necessarily need to be in amazing running shape, but I don't want to let myself down too much on it, so I'm going to try and get in the best running shape as I can whilst not hampering my bike training. So we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Checking out the competition. Thank you. Hello again. Right. What do you reckon? Can we do them? Liz is just eyeing them up and down, psyching them out. Oh, bit of laughter. What did you say to him, Liz? It's what?
A bit bumpy on here. So
Oh.
it is, yeah.
You didn't show any sign of weakness, did you?
No.
You're telling me just in winter training.
Yeah.
How old were they? About 60?
Yeah.
Excellent. So Liz, you're about 12 weeks out from your first sprint triathlon. How's training going?
Pants.
Alright, how's your...
I can't swim. I don't run anymore. And I don't ride a bike very often.
Well, you got a bike session in today, so plenty of time yet. Liz did have a one-to-one swimming coaching session from Kim Morrison and Kim Halton Farrow. If you know a pro triathlete last week, you know, sort of. I did. Liz sat there and wrote the food shop throughout. I'm sure she picked up some tips. Any tips in your mind, Liz? Don't drown yet, good. Excellent. Watch this space this year. Call for the First Lady. So just a bit more of my running history as I currently tickle on at 9-minute mile in. Just enjoying it, but thinking about how I used to be able to run. So wind the clock back a few years, when I was 16, 17, 18 at some point during there, I got down to I think about an 18-minute 5k, 40-minute 10k. I didn't really go any further than that at the time, but I used to do a lot of track stuff, like 1500s, 3ks, steeplechase, sort of thing. So I know I've got the speed in there somewhere. I just need to be a bit lighter, and by a bit I think I mean a stone or two, and get that quality training in as I did when I was a teenager. But back then, you don't realise. I used to run a mile or so to the club, do a track session, run home, do a paper round in the morning, do various runs with friends and stuff. No GPS, no idea of really how far you've been or what sort of pace you've been other than races. But that was probably the fittest I've ever been, running wise. But it'll come back, I'm sure. Morning, Liz.
Trying.
Welcome back. You join us on a wet Friday evening run and bike. What you come as, Liz? What's going on? Before we came out, I offered her a pair of gloves. No, it's alright. Halfway around this run, hands are freezing, so I just prioritise the warmth of her hands over the warmth of her feet. So the socks have gone from her feet to her hands, so they'll need disinfecting later, they'll stink. It's my third run this week, just a real steady, easy run. I've essentially started running from near enough scratch again, so just trying to get used to it, trying to stay injury free. I've only got about 8 weeks before Outlaw half Ironman, so just trying to build the mileage up really so I can run a half marathon. No effort sessions or anything yet really. I'm going to spend this week doing another steady run on Sunday, and then try and build in building an effort session into a week and see how that goes. You having a good time, Liz? Yeah, so it's Friday. I run my training weeks from Monday to Sunday. I think. Oh yeah. I forgot that anyway. If I was rudely interrupted, I run my training weeks from Monday to Sunday, and time-wise over the last. Oh yeah. You can see that. There goes Bambi. Oh, there we go. As soon as I get run over. Blimey. But anyway, I'm going to start running on my own. I run my training weeks from Monday to Sunday. Over the last few weeks, there's only one comedian around here, that's me. Over the last few weeks, I've not really been getting more than 6 or 7 hours in. But I think this week's looking like it might be closer to 10, so hopefully it'll be my first 10-hour week in a long time. So if all goes to plan over the weekend, it should be a good week. So Liz, seeing as you're so vocal, do you want to talk us through your training weeks? What sort of time you getting in on the bike, what sort of time you getting on the run, how about swimming? Okay, sleep and eat routine, yep. Great. What up? Good evening from my garage. So you joined me just at the beginning of a turbo session. Saturday night, about 9 o'clock. And this is what life has become. So the session is 20 and 40s, which if you do a bit of turbo training you'll know what that is. It's essentially some 20-second efforts off the 40-second recovery. So we're doing 5 blocks of 5 with 5 minutes recovery in between. So the warm-up and cool-down is about an hour session. The session's not really that difficult. In the blocks, the third, fourth, fifth, 20-second effort is a bit tough, but for that quick, it's a very anaerobic burst. You tend to get more of a bit of a lactic burn towards the end, but aerobically, you're not working hard for long enough to really get your heart rate all that high, so the session isn't overly tough for me, but it's a good little workout. I certainly feel it afterwards. When you're doing a lot of steady state effort, like a lot of training I've been doing at the minute is sweet spot, tempo, sometimes VO2 max sort of stuff. It's good to get some short hard efforts in. So I'm going to get cracking and see how it goes. Just finished the second block of 5 20-40s, 40-20s, whatever. I take everything back about, it's not that hard, your heart rate doesn't get that high, it's just anaerobic. By that 4th and 5th effort, I'm breathing pretty hard and it's pretty difficult. So I'll take all that back. I'm going to dig in for the rest of the session. The 20-second efforts are just over 500 watts. I don't actually know what I'm putting out, but that's short. It takes 5 or 6 seconds to get your power balanced, and then it spikes up to like 600-700 because I'm getting on top of the gear to get up to that sort of power range. So who knows, but it's just a hard 20-second effort. So yeah, 2 down, 2 sets down, 3 to go. 10 to 10, Saturday night, session finished, 40-20s, a total of 25 20-second efforts in blocks of 5 for 40 seconds recovery. Felt good, felt strong. It's fun to do some short hard stuff every now and again. And I've got a decent brick session planned for tomorrow, which I'm now thinking about breaking up into a bike in the morning and a run in the afternoon, but I'll see how I feel in the morning, see how the day plans out, and go from there. But it's looking like it's going to be a good week of training, probably going to be about 9.5 to 10 hours, which is my first week above 6 hours probably this year, and I'm feeling in reasonable shape compared to where I was this time last year, so just put my finger out running and we should be on for a good few months hopefully. Keep you updated.